This is Pete. He's taken the stable rug off Woody.
Stop it, you're making me laugh.
And there is Woody. He's nice, is Woody. And the rug goes over the door. And the next job for Pete is to pick the hooves of Woody out, so we get all the bits of poo and bed mats and other stuff that got in during the previous day. So nice and comfortable for Woody. And then this is Charlie, racing name Moreland's Mist, and he is one of those horses that has been retired and will remain here at Swallows Barn, hopefully for a long time, certainly for the rest of his life. This is the first lot being pulled out. There's Lord Springfield. He won Seville about 6 weeks ago, hasn't run since. We've been trying to get him in a race, but the ground's been too quick. And the other one is Where Would You Get It, who has had 3 quickish runs and is due to have his wind or his breathing looked at. And there is Pete. Right, so I'm taking Charlie out for his day in the field with his mates. I think there are about 6 or 7 of his mates in the field, and you can just see in front of me Sarah and Pete on Rookbert and Woody. Just turned Charlie out and he's thinking about where he wants to roll. You all do this when they're turned out. It's just scraping the ground and he'll find a nice part of the turf to have a roll on. Here he goes. There we go, 13-year-old Charlie, and some of his buddies out in the field, made up of retired horses and those that have long-term injuries. And you probably, there you go, you can just see in the background the first lot out, just trotting on the canter track, just warming up. Sarah in red on Lord Springfield, and Pete on the outside on Where Would You Get It. The carpet fibre surface can get very dusty when it's dry, so the rain is not always welcome. It serves a purpose in keeping the dust down on the gallop. There they go, they'll do a couple of circuits of trotting and then a bit of cantering. It would be Monday morning, slightly less for them to do, having had a day off yesterday. This is Pete tacking up an unraced 4-year-old by Frozen Power, and he'll be going out with Elvis, racing name Eviscerating, who you'll see in a moment. Max can be a bit naughty, rather fond of fighting, so we don't get too close to him. It's coming over now to have a fight with me, I think. Hello Max, and we'll leave it there. And here is Elvis, Eviscerating, probably the biggest one in the yard, and maybe the most talented. Massive horse, only ran 3 times for us and very nearly won first time, and got a minor injury, well, quite a big injury, needed a chip removing. There's a much smaller 4-year-old who has yet to go to the race course.
Doing well. This is Boris, a 3-year-old gelding by Hillstar. He's been broken in about 2 months and he's going nicely.
We turn all our horses out during the day, just relieves the boredom of being stuck in the stable 23 of the 24 hours of a day, and unless the weather is really bad they'll stop out until maybe 2:30ish, 3 o'clock. Got hay nets, and it's far better for them, for everything really. Keeping them mobile, the wind, etc. Breathing. North and south. He is a 10-year-old now, loads of enthusiasm, big horse, but seems to have lost his way a bit in terms of form. We're hoping he might retain a bit of ability, but we'll have to see. A very big horse. This is an absolute diamond. This is called Durlington, also known pet name Basil. Only ran once a couple of years ago for Francois Nicole in France. He hasn't raced for us. He's had many leg problems, but it isn't far off a run now, so keeping our fingers crossed he stays fit and healthy. Very flashy chestnut.
Stoneford. He's a 9-year-old gelding and he's due to run at the end of the month. I'm not sure if we're going to go hurdles or fences with him yet, but he's quite an exciting prospect. This is Sunstorm. We call him Sunny. He's a 5-year-old gelding. Sunny is due to run next Monday on the flat at Thirsk. This is Merlin. He's a 3-year-old gelding by Morozov. He hasn't broken in fully yet, he's just been lunged and long rein. And we're hoping in about a week's time he'll be ready to have his first rider on board. He's got very nice temperament, he's very willing, likes to learn new things, moves well. Yeah, we really like him. Good boy. Good boy. And whoa. Good boy. And walk on. Walk on. Good boy. Walk on. Good boy. And trot on. Do run. Good boy. Very clever. Very clever. Good boy. And canter. Canter. Good lad. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. And woo. Back to trot. Steady woo. Good boy. Good boy. This is our outdoor arena. It's carpet surface and it's 20 by 40. It's really good for lunging. We do ride them a little bit in here. Good for warming up, cooling off. It's also good for teaching horses when they first start jumping. This is our schooling fences. We have a little lock jump to start off. And then as you go over here we have 2 hurdles on the left and 2 chase fences on the right. The second one has a little ditch in front of it. We also have access to the schooling facilities at Langton Wild Gallops as well. This is our carpet fibre gallop. It's 4 furlongs round and we use it most days for trotting and canter work. We tend to take them up to Langton Wild Gallops to do our faster work. Here are some of the horses enjoying the time at the paddock.